Hello and welcome to Vilnius University. My name is Viktoras Yakovlevas, and in today's webinar we'll focus on what really matters after choosing your studies, what opportunities are available for international students, and most importantly, what career path they can lead to. We're also live. Feel free to submit your questions. We'll answer them during the conversation. And joining me in the studio today is Artūras Vasiliauskas, Vice Rector for Partnerships at Vilnius University. Hello.
Hello.
Nadmin Mamadova, Vilnius University alumna and a Public Relations Content Manager at Oxy Labs. Hello.
Hello.
And Goda Varnelite, Head of Students Affairs Office. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Just a quick reminder, it's a live session again, and you can submit your questions via Slido. You can find the link in chat and in video description as well, and we'll answer them as we go with our conversation. Nadmin, let me start with yet another story from Azerbaijan. What did you study and what do you do now? What is your work? What is your career? And do you consider it as success?
Sure. So my name is Narmin. I'm originally from Azerbaijan. It's been for more than 4 years that I've been in Lithuania. Before studying in Vilnius University, I studied at another higher institution in Lithuania. And after that, I decided to pursue my education on master's at Vilnius University. I'm a graduate and an alumna from Economics and Business Administration faculty from the Marketing and Integrated Communication program. Currently, I'm working in Oxy Labs, one of the leading proxy providers, web intelligence IT products, which is funded by Lithuanians, and I work there as PR content manager.
When did you understand that your studies actually can be a successful career? Was there a moment at your studies at Vilnius University?
Yeah, so I think that the moment when I understood it is whenever the lecturer started to speak more about the real cases and scenarios, about the brands and their stories, and that's when I actually understood that I can, by graduating and learning these skills, I can practically help and be in this sector and do some tangible results and make some influence to the sector. And why I chose IT sector, it's another story because, as you might already know, Baltics and Lithuania is very known for its innovativeness and IT sector prominence. So that's why I decided to go to that sector, which is always innovative and always changing. And that's how I mixed up and kind of merged together my studies and career altogether.
Did you also work while you studied?
I also worked prior to that, but this position is new to me, actually. Before that, I was working in sales agency, in Lithuanian sales agency.
So do you consider your studies and the career path afterwards a success?
Most definitely, I consider it as a success because I know that a lot of international people, international students that want to be students of Vilnius University are watching us together today. And I think it's my situation is a success story for sure, because that's a tangible result, and you can already see that a graduate and alumna found a job and settled in this country. And I think this is a good perspective for you to see, and it's one of the results of this. Yeah.
Artūras, are you glad about the success story?
Absolutely, it's a fantastic example of a successful story and a good example of Vilnius University contributing to a career and such a good company. And of course, one of the founders of Tesonet companies is also Vilnius University graduate. So,
yeah. Okay, so
thank you very much, Marmin. Yeah.
Let's unpack this. How this success becomes possible while studying at Vilnius University. What kind of opportunities are available in English at Vilnius University?
Yeah. Well, I would say that we are already quite an international university. First of all, we talk about our study opportunities. How many study programs, for example, we have? We have around 80 programs, around 50 MA programs in English and 30 programs in BA. And the number of programs is expanding every year.
This is only English, right?
In English, it's only in English, yes. So almost each academic faculty already offers a study program in English, either in BA or MA. So we are very international in that respect. Also, our international student body is growing. We want to have more. But already now, if you count in full-time students and part-time students, it's around 3,500 out of 25,000. So, but we want more, and we are very open to diverse cultures and diverse people from many countries across the world.
Because these talents bring something in as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, but what makes these programs in English relevant to today's job market, ever-changing world, let's say that?
Yeah. I think that each university faces the same dilemma, how to offer something which really fits into the realities of a current, very quickly changing world. But I think one of the ways to do that is to offer interdisciplinary programs and to offer opportunities for students to build their programs as well, to build their study sort of a package. Yeah, so
they can build themselves what
yes,
they like. They can pick subjects.
Yes, yes. For example, in undergraduate studies, you have usually 240 academic credits, and out of these 240, you can build your own sort of choices of 60 up to 60 academic credits. So it's quite a big opportunity. And as I say, we're already increasing a number of interdisciplinary programs, which, for example, we launched a year ago a program at the philosophy department on sustainable societies of future, which is sociology, geography, other things, you know, or in department of philology we're launching a program on language and AI, you know, so it's responding directly to to what is happening now in the world, you know, and there are more examples. I think one of the good examples is the program of which is called The Politics of Global Challenges. This is delivered by the Institute of International Relations and Political Sciences. This is by definition, you know, interdisciplinary program because these global challenges are varying from climate change to probably now with the, I don't know, harnessing AI for human needs. Yeah.
Okay, but Narmin is from IT sector, let's say, like modern technologies as well, and what are the fields that attract most international students? Do you, maybe Guoda or Arturas know?
Yeah, we can supplement each other. But,
okay.
Yeah, so for starters, I believe that most applicants write to us about such fields like economics, business. We also have a very strong medicine faculty, so the same general medicine or odontology, nursing programs are very popular. Of course, the IT sector is very broad, so we have faculty of mathematics and informatics. We also have IT programs in Kaunas faculty and also in Šiauliai Academy, that is also a part of Vilnius University. Yeah, so we also offer a lot of social sciences program, the same from the international relations and political sciences. We also have a lot of programs from faculty of philology regarding if you're interested in humanities and languages and so on. So we have, I believe, a lot to offer.
Yeah, I think we have an ambition to attract students to many more fields, and we're already putting some effort into that. For example, life sciences, we are very proud of our life sciences center. It offers fantastic opportunities of lab work for each student starting from the first year of their undergraduate studies already. So they are already becoming researchers from the very beginning. That's a very rare opportunity, even in some stronger European or American universities. Yeah.
You mean not to only theoretically work on subjects, but also like try these things in labs.
Yes, yes.
And look how they
you become a researcher very quickly. And or if we take the Department of Physics, we are wide world known about our laser technologies. You know, so extreme light studies, they offer a learning process which is based on researchers' knowledge, you know, at Vilnius University. So they get a real knowledge, I think.
Okay. Narmin, let's get back to you and talk about what students actually gain while they study. How do things that you studied helped you to develop skills that employers were looking for?
Yeah. So I finished marketing and integrated communication program. I decided to go to this program because I was not really sure where I want to be. And this program was providing the blend of two sectors all in one. And that was the only program in Lithuania that was offering such kind of a possibility. So that's why I went to that program. And regarding the benefit that my studies gave me, that I'm currently using in my career as well, I would focus a lot on research skills. Currently, I'm doing a lot of writings, PR articles, byline articles, content. And the skills that I've learned by doing the research, actually creating bibliographies, analytical mindset, this kind of skills really helped me a lot. And I would also highlight about statistics. We had a lot of good lectures about statistical theories, practicality of it. And nowadays, since I'm working in IT, it's very beneficial where I'm seeing data and analyzing that data. So all those, hands-on practical skills actually really helped. And I would also talk a little about soft skills, like working in international environment, working with students in groups, doing actually hands-on projects, because we were given assignments such as, for example, do a strategy for a brand. And nowadays, when I'm given a task from my manager to do a strategy, that kind of skills were already kind of a training for me.
Are you good at statistics?
Yeah.
Because this is interesting, because most creative people, copyright people that I know, are not good at numbers at all. So you're one of the kind, I think, as well.
Yeah, I actually think that nowadays it's really important to understand data, as we are in this AI world and AI improving ecosystem. I think it's actually very important to know what is data and how to use data. Yeah.
So what are the career services that Vilnius University can offer during this study? Was it easy to find internship for Narmin? Is it easy for other students? Maybe Gora can answer this question.
Yes, so we have a career center in Vilnius University, but we don't provide internships or job places by default. Our career consultants are there to help you to build the skills that you need to find a practice place, where to do an internship, how to practice for an interview, how to look for a job, where to start. And so this center is the place where you can build those skills and to make it easier for the students. Of course, this is a challenging thing because some people experience it for the first time. If you're a first-year bachelor student, you probably hadn't worked before. So this can be the first step for you to build your skills. If you have questions about writing your CV or just how to perform at an interview, how to act and so on, you can have mock interviews with our consultants. So we try to build those skills and then just leave everything further for the student, because you need to learn it yourself, because you won't have the help further in your life. Of course, students face the issues when getting a place for an internship or a job, but we try to help and build their competencies.
Okay, just a quick reminder for all of you that are watching us live. You can put your questions via Slido, and you can find the link in the description of this video. And I'm going to bring some questions on, and these are very specific ones, and I think Guada, either Turas can answer them. Are students required to do internships for their studies? Is it can you pick it? Is it required by the university or the studies?
Yeah, so I believe that all programs have it integrated in their study program, that they need to have internship practice, but it's usually done in the last year or maybe in the third year or something like that. But it's usually in the last year of studies. There is the compulsory internship that you have to do because it's usually based on your bachelor's or master's thesis. But students can also have the internships before that. They can find places and do it voluntarily. So
yeah, I want to add one thing here, just one thing that we have a lot of conversations with leading companies in Lithuania, and all of them are chasing our students. They really want to have them all board as early as possible, but we even tell them, look, they have to graduate first. Of course, we can have internship, but we are interested for them to graduate, and all responsible companies agree with that. So we have these kind of deals with them, that students combine studies and
This is interesting. I'm gonna get back to this question, like chasing talents and chasing the best of the students from one of the oldest universities in Europe. But there are some more specific questions for you, Wada. One viewer asks, do I have to fill a full application with all my documents before the deadline? And the deadlines are important because the first one is, I think, May the 1st.
Yes, so it depends on what program are you applying and so on. But yes, you need to provide all the documents. We also recommend that applicants get all the documents ready before they apply, because if they apply and something's missing and so on, then their application cannot be processed further. So it would be best if you get all your documents and then pay the application fee, submit your application, and just go with the process smoothly.
I just want to stress, not much time left. Not much time left. Please explore opportunities to study at Vilnius University and get ready to apply and pay the little fee, application fee, and do it before the deadline of May the 1st. And so the last day is 30th of April. Yeah, so
absolutely, a couple of weeks left, because May the 1st is for applicants from non-EU or European Free Trade Association countries. And for EU is just a bit later. But anyways, these deadlines are approaching. The other one is for from the future Erasmus student at Vilnius University. So he or she is going to be here already. What are the main benefits and ways I can get more involved in the Vilnius University community?
That's a very good question, because we have a range of opportunities. We have around 30 or 35 cultural activities and sports activities we can engage in. We have a sports center. We have the clubs starting from dancing and finishing with photography. So there's a lot of opportunities here. And we actually encourage that international students mix up more and more with Lithuanians. We think that it's also beneficial for Lithuanian students, to be open to the world, and they learn the skill by, talking and being friends and studying together, doing things together with internationals like Narmin. Narmin, you can share about your experiences in that area.
In addition to that, I would stress out to follow ESN, Erasmus Student Network. I think this is like ad hoc and something specific in that applicant's case, because in the Welcome Week they're organizing really nice orientation activities, and they really help you to integrate to the Lithuanian community and to the university. You get to know university, city. Sometimes they do trips to another cities like Kaunas, Trakai, and basically it's really actually a good place to be, to network and meet new people and meet new fellow Erasmuses with whom you could become friends forever. So it's actually a really nice place to start, I would say. I think the just going to the university and talking with people, just trying to be social, is also one of the ways to utilize.
I think we still have a system of buddy. You get a buddy,
mentors.
a mentor who really can be helpful to you. One thing about Lithuanians, but sometimes Lithuanians are a bit reserved, but you spend a little more time with them, they open up. I mean, do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, we're a bit northerners, aren't we? Okay, just one more thing about these Slido questions. Some of these questions, guys, are really specific, but no worries if I don't bring them in the conversation now. There is a team from Vilnius University that's going to answer all the questions one by one. Just follow that Slido conversation. I want to get back, Arturas, about what you told about chasing talents from business. Are there any specific studies that business leaders come and say, we need these and these students, we need these and these fields to be covered for our future, for our business, and maybe there are already students that already know that once they graduate, they're going to be in job already.
Maybe two things to mention here. One thing is that we involve our social partners, which includes businesses as well, business leaders as well, into the study process. This means, for example, that there is this study program committee. Its membership usually includes external people, and a lot of them are from business. So they look into what we offer to students, and they comment and they advise us how to be close to realities of what is happening. And then another thing which is important to mention, we have a lot of practitioners from different areas of life, including business leadership, who are coming to teach. They are called in some departments partnership lecturers or partnership associate professors, whatever, but they come and deliver lessons about real life, and that's an integral part of a study process.
So actually students connect with their future employers immediately during the classes.
Yeah.
Okay. Narmin, how early, let's put it this way, when early did you start thinking about your future job, your career during the studies?
I think I already started to think about that during my bachelor's, and I was already working, but after going to Vilnius University, I got into more marketing and integrated communications because that was my specialization. And I think by time passed, I actually understood that this is something I like doing, and especially working on hands-on projects. They made me feel that I want to do it. And I also, to the fact that was mentioned, I want to add that we had a lot of guest lecturers from different partners. And they were from very big organizations, not really small ones, even big organizations. And we were learning a lot about marketing strategies, retail marketing, statistics, and all things in common related to marketing. And I'm sure that another faculties also have such kind of possibilities. And by them coming to as guest lecturers, I actually understood that I really like it, even from the industry perspective. And I think that was the time that I wanted already to pursue more into my career.
When you went to your job interviews and people saw that you're from Vilnius University, which is one of 500 around the world, one of the oldest in Europe, what was your reaction? Do you remember that? Was it okay?
Yeah, first of all, it was actually a little shocking situation for them because as an international, I graduated in Lithuania, and for an international person to get a job could be a little challenging in Lithuania because of the language barriers, but it's possible, and I'm one of the examples that it is actually possible. And the reaction was really nice because I also graduated with distinction, with cum laude. And it was really nice. They were very happy about it, and I knew that it's going to be a good recognition for me, and it reflected even during the interview as well. Even could be that they sorted me out even as an applicant. So I think indeed it influenced the decision.
The general fact here is also very important to mention that employability rate of our graduates is very high. It's around 90%, I would
93,
say.
I think.
Yeah, and we are at the top of the league, in terms of QS ranking. We first 100 universities in terms of employability of our graduates. And I think if you look at the longer-term policies of the Lithuanian government, I think there is this conversation that we need more measures to attract and retain talent, not only for Narmin to come and study here, but also stay what she's doing now. So I think,
beautiful.
So I think it'll be more and more opportunities for people who have a clearer sort of idea of what kind of life, what kind of ambition do we want to have, in international terms.
Got and maybe Arturas too. There's one question from Georgie. Are there any scholarships which you can get from activities such as athletic championships or tournaments between universities? That's probably a sportsman who is good at sports, some kind of sport. Can he get any benefits?
Yeah, we have a lot of scholarships, but one of them is for sports activities. For example, if you are a part of a team at Vilnius University and you win something or something like that, you can receive a scholarship. We also have activities for social activities, scientific activities as well. So there is a long list of scholarships that students can get. So yes, we encourage not only good grades and academic achievements, but everything that is also included in that university life.
Okay, and does Vilnius University offer PhD studies on-site, or are they hybrid for long-distance students?
I think mostly it's on-site, yes, because in some areas you just need to be there in your labs, in your constant conversations with colleagues and professors, you know. So I think that of course, the general idea that some of the elements of education can be delivered online is okay, but the real full-time education can happen only on-site, and I think that's why how we differ. Through universities from other education providers, and I think a lot of the COVID pandemics really showed that, you know, the value of a true on-site education, which we really missed, you know. Of course we delivered online, but coming back to classes, it was, I think, a fantastic experience for people.
I think it's called professional network, isn't it? When you study together with some people, and then you meet them in different fields of your life at work. This is how you build your professional network. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Do you meet other students of yours at different fields?
Yeah, actually for that I'm using LinkedIn, and it's actually helping me a lot. Even my previous job, the first job that I got full-time in Lithuania, I found it through LinkedIn. It's not even that I found it, but the manager wrote me and he found me. So that's why it's very important to build your network even online, not only in life but online as well. So that's why I encourage all of the students to actively use LinkedIn if they're considering to build that professional network. And for example, there are some of the graduates that graduated together with me, and I know them already from the business sector as well. So it's very important to do this, I would say. And as well as maybe going to career fairs, that would help as well to network and meet new people, and perhaps you will meet some of your future colleagues there. So that's why it's very important to be proactive in that sense.
I can also add that our career center also offers the possibility to go through your LinkedIn profile, just give tips what you can add, how to make it more likable for people who are searching for employees.
Okay. There are many questions about student life and dorms and very specific ones. Just another note, we did another webinar a couple of weeks ago. Just find it on YouTube, and we covered the topic about student life, community, and finding friends at Vilnius University. So it was a good one. Just watch it over there, and if you have any more questions, just put them and the team will answer them. Now let's talk about careers and jobs. So I wonder, let's put it this way, Artūras. There is a graduate. Maybe there is some career opportunities and internship as well. But what if they go out after their studies into this big, unfriendly, ever-changing, chaotic world, and there's no success for some time? Is there help from Vilnius University after that?
Well, I mean, when you say unfriendly, I would call it more complex, very complex. Yeah. I would say that, as I said already, our employability rate is very high, but always there is a space for improvement. But of course, one way to do that, to maybe find your way in a faster fashion, is to remember that you are an alumnus. Yes, or alumnus. You are a member of a community even after graduating. So we have an alumni service, we have an alumni platform, we have newsletters. We are planning to expand more and more on engaging with international alumni. We know that we need to do more on that. So this year, for example, we'll have a third edition of Alumni Day. That'll be 19th of September. And we plan some activities and actions for international alumni. So, Narmin, you are very welcome to join. Yeah.
Sometimes when doing, like applying for jobs and doing job interviews, there's a need for reference. There's a need for reference letter or recommendation letter. Where did you get yours? Did you need one? And if anyone needs it, does Vilnius University or the lecturers can provide it?
Yeah, that's a usual practice. I get the request from my former students to give them a reference. That's a normal. I think it's a massive practice at Vilnius University. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For example, you can approach the lecturers, and most of my lecturers in my program, they were true experts in their area, and like leading some of the top PR agencies of Lithuania, or in a very good position in the industry. So if you have a good relationship with the lecturers, you could approach them, and later on you can get a recommendation. It's quite possible, and I actually encourage doing this. In my case, it was a recommendation by my ex-internship places that I did, more of like a career recommendations, but from university side, it's definitely possible. And I do think that for PhD application, or for example, if you want to pursue your education from bachelor's to master's, from master's to PhD, you have to have a recommendation letters from the university lecturers or someone in university that you know. And in that case, yeah, that's for sure that they can provide the recommendation letters to students.
It's just a general remark. I think that people who are really talented and motivated and they study at Vilnius University, they get noticed, because we have a lot of these entry points and for employers and for companies to see the students, to meet them. So all of them who are motivated, interested, active, proactive, whatever you call it, they will be approached and offered opportunities.
So can I put it this way, that university doesn't find a job for you, but it prepares you to get one?
Most definitely. And that's how it is in life. It's at the end of the day, it's you who needs to chase it, who needs to run from interview to interview and to show yourself. University is just supporting you. It's just giving you all the skills that you need to do this action. But all depends on you.
Okay, but you need to do one thing, guys. You need to apply first and enroll Vilnius University. Guoda, what should applicants know before applying, before the deadline? Are there any specific things?
Yeah, I just think that they should read all the information about the program first to get to know what they should expect, to check our Vilnius University webpage to see what we offer and what is this university about. And of course, if they have any questions at any point on when choosing the program or when applying or what to expect when they start their studies, just write us an email, ask us. We are always open to help, so just don't be afraid to ask and check all the information. Okay.
Are there key admission requirements for international students? Are there some specific ones?
Yeah, we have general requirements. They need to have their previous education documents, a passport. They need to prepare their motivational letters. We also have country-specific requirements that like are specific for some countries. There can be some GPA, CGPA, or other requirements. So you need to be prepared and get to know all the information, because if you don't meet the requirements, well, unfortunately, you can't apply. But yeah, we also have one important thing, that there are program-specific requirements. Usually, there may be some specific requirements for master studies, because they evaluate your bachelor's degree and what you finished. So these are the main requirements, like the general, program-specific, country-specific. So yeah, just check everything to be sure that you are ready to apply.
And one more important thing: if you submit your application and you accept it, please do not delay the permanent temporary residence permit. Don't delay it. It can be quite a long process,
and it doesn't depend on Vilnius University.
No,
right?
but we're working closely with immigration department. They understand our needs, but it takes time. for public authorities to process everything. So yeah.
Let's talk about Lithuania in general. Artūras, what makes Lithuania actually an attractive place to start a career?
Okay, I think Lithuania is a story, a fantastic story of success over the last 30 years. I think we achieved our major goals of becoming a stable society with stable democracy, a society with the growth of the economy which is staggering over the last 15 years or so after we joined the European Union. Young people, there was this research of happiness 3 or 4 years ago, and the young people of Lithuania, they said they are the happiest in the world.
Happier than Finns.
Hey, can you believe it? Yeah, we are reserved people, but our young people are happy. I think we are still in a very high position now, but we were number one at some point. So
the young people, especially the young people. We're talking about young people.
Yeah, so it's a successful country, and sometimes we're too humble not to brag about it. I think in terms of Lithuanians being humble, and also I think Lithuania is a beautiful country. It's small, manageable, and a beautiful country which is not populated very densely. So you have a lot of beautiful nature. If you are in the old town of Vilnius, for example, you need 10, 12 minutes by car to get into a forest. Yes, so it's fantastic, And Vilnius itself is a city which is not too big and not too small. It's a pleasurable place to live. You're not stuck in the metropolis and lost in metropolis, but you have all kinds of cultural and social offers here, which makes your life full. Yeah.
And Vilnius University has also some faculties in Kaunas and the other city in Šiauliai, so it's also good. But talking about specifically about career. Do you, Narmin, find it useful and a good country to search for other business opportunities as well, if you need it?
What do you mean by other?
I mean, if you wanted to build a business later on in your career, is it a good country to do that?
Yeah, for sure. There is a big startup ecosystem in Lithuania, and there are a lot of students that were actually already working on that. For example, in my faculty, we have Tech Hub, which is a place where students are already during their studies starting to work with challenges by startups that giving to students. And they're closely collaborating on that, and all those companies, they're actually helping and mentoring students on that. So the university is actually providing you already during your studies then exposure to that environment. And Vilnius is one of the most innovative cities of Baltics, I would say. Nowadays, I can say it's even more innovative than Tallinn and Riga in this year. And because recently I read statistics, it was saying like that. And I personally, from my perspective, also see this. And yeah, there are a lot of investors are actually also very interested in the startups that are built by Lithuanians, and especially in IT sector and other sectors as well, marketing, analytics, and others. So definitely, I would say it's growing and nice ecosystem for that.
There's one question that comes over and over again. Yours is a success story because you worked as you studied and you worked in the field that you studied. But are students allowed to work anywhere else during their studies, Goda?
Yeah, students can work. We have, I believe that they usually work part-time jobs because studies are the main focus point. But yeah, students are allowed to work.
Does it depend on visa, or all the students are allowed?
No, I believe that all students, it doesn't matter where they are from.
Maybe I can also add on from my side. For example, during my master's, I was working full-time, and this is a usual practice for master's students because most of them are already in the field, already some kind of expert specialists in their field, and they just want to advance their skills by doing masters. And My studies were starting actually at 5:45 generally, and it was actually very much manageable to commute from the job to the campus. And lecturers
5:45 p.m. You mean?
PM,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It was actually very comfortable, and the lecturers are actually understanding. They're very much open to this. Even if you're 5 minutes, 10 minutes late, they're okay with this. But of course, you have to be responsible, attend all the lectures, because the main goal is to finish successfully your studies, and later on you can think about the career.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up this conversation. What is your main advice for the students who want to have nice studies in the nicest city, but also want to think about their future as well, like getting a job afterwards, getting a career? What is your advice for those who are watching this and are about to apply?
Yeah, I would say if you're already thinking about applying, you have to do it, and as soon as possible, because deadlines are approaching. And as well as I would say, be very much active in application, and finish your application as soon as possible, because you have to also apply for temporary residence permit, which might take up to 3-4 months. It's really is not on the hands of the university. It's mostly on your hands. So as soon as you have an acceptance letter, go and apply for that. And I would say, in terms of professional advice, as soon as you come to Lithuania, try to be social. Remove all your borders. Don't think about anything like that. Just be proactive, social, engage as many clubs, as many organizations you can go to fairs, go to events, use Facebook events, use many applications that you can, and try to be just active Vilnius or Kaunas or Šiauliai citizen, and just try to integrate more. Yeah, I think that's
okay. And Goda, what about these career services? Should students that are already studying go and then do these mock job interviews that you can provide as well?
Yeah, of course, it's a great place to start, because sometimes you feel a lot of stress. Like when I went to my first job interview, it was a summer job, but I was under a lot of stress. So it's a great way just to experience, because our consultants are really warm people. So they want to help you, they want to prepare you for the job market. So just don't be afraid. Check our career center webpage and just choose what you need. Join the webinars, seminars, or other opportunities that are offered by the university. Of course, it's free, so why not choose that?
Yeah, why not try it? And Arturas, from you as a vice rector, what promises can you make for international students?
Yes. As I say, we are very much interested to have more international students. We are working hard to improve integration services for them, how to offer even more opportunities. And I would give one viewing tip. Go to YouTube and watch this beautiful 1-minute YouTube little film, which is called Vilnius University, to get a vibe of our university. At the end of this clip, there is this slogan: if you are looking for a world, it's here at Vilnius University. So please, you are welcome.
And after Vilnius University, the world opens up, right?
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, that's a good continuation.
Opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for being at our webinar today. Nermin Mamadova from Azerbaijan, working here in Vilnius. Goda Varnelytė, Head of Student Affairs Office, and Arturas Vasiliauskas, Vice Rector for Partnerships at Vilnius University. Thank you for being in this discussion. And if there are questions that you put on Slido and you didn't get the answer, so be patient, the team will answer it. And if you have a very specific question of your own, just write an email and you get an answer pretty soon as well. There's another webinar coming in a week from now, so join us on YouTube here and watch it all over again, the previous one. So thank you for being with us today, and bye-bye. See you next time.